Hello and welcome back to a brand new Player 2 Plays. My name is Paul James. Today we're playing Godfall, the new title from Gearbox Publishing and Counterplay Studios. Thank you very much. Locally, it has been provided to me for the sake of review. You will find that on the Player 2 website. Thank you 5-Star Games for that. We'll see it soon enough. But right now, we're in the earlier stages of the game. And we're just kind of pottering around. I've completed the first main mission. We're fast traveling off to a new region here to begin the second one. Who knows what's in store? This is a hack and slash character action game with some kind of looter elements similar to Borderlands, so they've dubbed it a looter slasher. Perhaps the worst name possible. It's not bad. So you'll see some full thoughts on Player 2 soon enough. I am in the early stages, and this is very much a first blush impression as of the time that I recorded this video. My thoughts may have changed, consolidated, that remains to be seen. Visually, the game is striking, incredibly striking. It's a really good looking game. And if nothing else, that's how the game might be remembered, is that it looks fantastic. Go on, have a crack. That may be the only lasting value the game has, is that it looks great. That might be how people remember it. But so far I'm enjoying my time with it. Cool. It's a straightforward enough action RPG. There's some light comboing involved. I dig it. The question mark is going to be around the game's longevity. Boom. I can see a chest over there. So yeah, the game's been kicked around a little bit in some of the earlier reviews that have come out. We'll see where my opinion kind of lands when the time comes, because yeah, I'm not super down on it yet, but maybe the repetitious aspects have not yet kicked in. Good timing. So I've got some handy little extra skills that I've unlocked over time, and that's probably the right time to talk about those. So there's the first of our totems destroyed.
Those totems are full of magic. Smash them, and that magic can be yours.
So we've got these different valor plates, which are kind of cosmetic for the most part. We've got our valor plates here. We've got our like the stock standard look. Strangely taking a while to load that one in. Not 100% sure what's going on there. Or our Silvermane Champion of the Sun sort of look and style. Yeah, don't know what's quite going on there, why that's not showing up. Maybe if I give it another go. No, whatever. We'll work that out some other time. The loot aspect is why I've got so many weapons here. At some point soon I will actually... No, let's start to break some of these down now. So yeah, there's a lot of them. We'll salvage all these for parts. There's very little, save for some of those ones at the bottom, that are of any use to me, because what I've got equipped, fortunately, and again, thank you to 5-Star Games for this, I got sent the Ascended version of the game, so it's one of the special editions basically, and it gave me some of these legendary weapons you're seeing. Now, some of them I can't actually equip because I'm not a high enough level yet, but it gave me some of this gear, and like this level 1 weapon is better than every level 3 item, for example, that I've found so far. Why can't I salvage that one? Oh, we'll keep that for later. Whatever. This level 5 weapon that I've got here, a two-handed greatsword. Far better than any other level 5 weapon that I'm likely to find. Not that I've found any of those yet, but... so it's kind of giving me that little bit of an extra leg up, and I'm using, you know, as any rational person would, I'm using the best gear available. So this is the greatsword, and as you expect, a two-handed weapon. It's heavier, it's slower. Archon Fury. Let's have a quick look around, see if here's another spot. Oh. The locking is certainly a weaker part of the game. It doesn't work as well as it probably should. One more totem to go after. Here we are. Come on, you're going to bounce. No, you're not. Gotcha first. So that was just a quick parry there. Throw the shield. Come in for a kill. Anyone else here after me, or is that it? Is that all of you? Oh, some loot. Spirit pumice. Pumice. Pumice piece.
This is part of my training.
So there's a couple more totems. Here's some more loot. There's a chest. Reach the VARGUL stronghold. The VARGUL being those kind of lizard-like beasts that we just took on a moment ago. This is kind of my, I guess your equivalent to say a Batman detective vision, really. Hopefully it's going to show me where some of these other totems are. It is a bonus objective, but I won't complain for the extra XP that comes with that. Oh, these little pricks, they're easy. They're just fodder. So one of the things we've got in that little green orb there was a key part of it, is that you can take a hit. I've not been hit too many times, thankfully, so far. You can take a bit of a hit, and if you do, and you just press the square button, they're basically... Oh, here we go. What's going on up here? There's another totem. Oh, okay, so you can see I just took a little hit there. If I press square, that's kind of a heal, restorative item, basically. Too slow. But then if I pick up enough of those green orbs, I'll get that back. Let's see what loot we've got in here. May not be much. Nah, nothing. I'll just check up on the bridge here, see if there's anything of note. Doesn't look to be. What is that? Something to be found over there. Nothing of any particular import. I should try and stay somewhat on track here. So those little blue doobies, there's a chest around here somewhere. And those three are basically keys to it. So I need to take them out. Ideally, not missing the target. I don't think I can get up there and take it out manually. I have to hit the target with a shield, and now you can see in the bottom left corner my shield is kind of throw is recharging, so I'm stuck waiting. There we go. One. Only catch is I don't know where the chest is. Oh, you're kidding me. That's a little teleporter. But it may not be active. This might be having something to do with it. Let's go take out this one while we wait for that the shield to recharge. And then we'll just aim a smidge lower, because for some reason it's not quite... What? What is going on? That's a weird one. I've targeted just slightly above. I've targeted just slightly below, but still within the range of the item. And missed both times. That's giving me the shits. So we've almost got that charged up again, and surely this proximity we're not going to miss now. So there we go. Now what? Nothing for you. Those you can normally interact with to teleport yourself where you need to go. So the fact that I'm incapable of doing that now does raise a question mark, and maybe suggests that I'm not supposed. There's parts of this that I'm not supposed to be able to access just yet. So we'll bounce from here. Yeah, I think I'm unable to do that just at the moment. So let's mosey along this way. We've got some glowing points here in the distance. Presumably one of them is our additional totem that we need to destroy. I am slightly over leveled. Only by level 2, so it's nothing extreme. Where is it? Oh. I'm hoping you're not what. That is one of the things that has frustrated me. Things are not signposted overly well. Like there's some vagaries around the game that are bothersome. Oh, copped a hit there. Alright. Oh, didn't react quickly enough there. Hey, champ. Oh, there's one left? No? Did I activate my...
There's an Ethereum seal over the fortress gate.
Tell me our options.
I can shatter these magical barriers if we are able to gather enough power. Head to the base of the Prismatic Falls. There is a source of rich Ethereum there we can use.
Cool. A spine cleaver. It's intimidating. So here's another set of... A Rancor, huh? That's a familiar name. Wherever did you come up with that idea? What? See, these are the chests at the other end of these things. Now, we know where the one is. We just threw a shield at it, and for some reason it missed. There we go. And you can kind of see based on the direction of the little blue particles there, it gives you a hint as the general direction as to where it is. Where within that space remains to be seen. There it is. Almost charged. There we go. We'll dash back, we'll find the last one, we'll crack open the chest, because there's usually just slightly higher level gear in there. Or like a high value, high rated armor. And maybe it's rare, or maybe it's, oh, I just saw it. Maybe it's epic gear, or maybe legendary. There we are. Let's crack this bad boy wide open. Nothing fancy. We do have other gear outside of the outside of your weapons, though. Okay, so I haven't found this other. This other totem just yet, and I don't want to be lingering around wasting too much time trying to do it. So I think we're going to move on with the story mission right now. We'll just jump down here. We'll follow our little directional marker. It'll take us to wherever we need to go. Maybe we'll find it along the way. What's that? No, you're not it. Yeah, maybe we'll pass it on the way. So let's push on. We're seeing something glowing in red in the distance. Maybe that's our... We're seeing something glowing in red right there. But it's nothing. Thanks, Godfall. We're being taken to this little region that we were in before.
You see what I see.
I am housed within your valor plate. I can affect the world through you.
Stop targeting that thing. Oh. You're gonna be a dead shaman in a second. Just got that hit in on. The fact that I'm a little OP is serving me quite well. Oh. Get up in here, up in here, up in here. Ah. Think you can get away from me? Not a chance. Do we have anyone left? I heard noise. It's certainly suggesting it's immune. There's another enemy kicking around somewhere. Oh, over there. Probably unnecessary, that amount of force on one guy, but that's life. It's over. Spellbreaker has been charged. Which presumably is probably that once invisible wall. Can I pass through here now? No, the once invisible wall is still currently an invisible wall. Let's push on. I'd like to deal with the boss with you during this player 2 plays. So hopefully they drop someone on us shortly. Oh.
The Godsmith is
Feels a little low res compared to everything else.
He'll be glad to see us.
Oh. So there are some ranged enemies like the ones we're seeing here. Continue to search for your ally. One of the things that's kind of bothered me about my time so far, and again this may just be my experience, it may be something that improves as the game goes on. It's really kind of vague on the narrative. Like, I really don't know much of why I'm doing what I'm doing. They've been kind of dropped in. There's like this council, I guess, an equivalent would be, say, like the council from Darksiders, for example, that I'm kind of working with / for, and like why is not, or like how all this kind of came to be, why I've got like this rival that's trying to basically take over and destroy the world. That's not really been explained to me. It just kind of happened, and I know that there's there's a good there's a lot to be said about exposition in games, and it can be a little bit excessive at times, but there is a degree of it that's necessary, and I don't think we're getting enough of it here. And so as such, I feel a little bit lost in terms of what story is that they're trying to spin here. The game looks good. It feels pretty good to play too. There's just a kind of lack of reason to be doing what I'm doing.
Those VARGUL sorcerers will bombard you with void magic.
Oh. Oh. Gotcha. Oh. Alright, what's going on down here? Absolutely nothing. Why it was lit up and kind of hinting that I should go there, completely beyond me. So, so far so good though. We're certainly not having a hard time of things. And that was just, like, I just went exploring. I didn't level grind, I didn't do anything. Like, I was just poking around the world and seeing what there was to see. similar to what I am now. Like, I'm just taking a bit of a look around, you know, and as a result, sometimes I find little pockets of enemies, other times I find some loot, times I find infused jasper. And these are all just resources that will help me get other Valor plates. The Valor plates themselves, I'm still not overly clear on their functionality. Seems cosmetic, but there's probably some different things that are imbued. Oh, here we go. You look boss-like. VARGUL champion. Oh, you're at least a mini-boss. Oh. Oh, should have dodged that one. Oh, should have dodged that. No, should have parried that. Should have dodged that. Ah. Down. Finished. What? Thought you was done. There we go. Like a glory kill of sorts. Oh. Oh. And I collected enough of those little orbs that I went from having 2 of those
He's
gems,
back
the
from
restorative
there.
gems, to 3. Oh, epic gear. Little sneaky chest here too. All right, let's move on a little bit further. We've got a little bit of time.
Thank the Archons. I thought I'd be stuck here. Wait. Orin?
Oh, story mission complete.
You're
completed.
alive.
Right.
Xenon,
So there's still
I
the.
didn't know it was you here.
And I didn't know you were still
So you can
alive.
see the prompts now. Like if I press the
I'll take
action
this
button,
as a
and
sign.
the action button.
Perhaps we'll
the
survive
options
Makros's
button.
madness after all.
Come, we have much to discuss.
There's
Are we going into a
we've
sanctum?
got some other little prompts to.
Oh, Orin.
There's more to explore, so let's go and explore. But like if we press the menu button, that's basically our opportunity to complete the mission and move on. Great. Like I'm hoping in my travels that I maybe find that bonus Twilight Beacon. Like they're suggesting there's something 120 meters that way. So let's go have a bit of a look, shall we? How does one get over there? Oh. That was fairly straightforward. Something 40 meters up this way, so let's go see what it is. Oh. Is that not active? So now there's hidden objectives scattered around. And so I need to bring up my little special detective vision here to be able to find those. But they are particular things. And there's no real guidance provided at all based on my experience when I've done this so far. When I did it in the previous level, I was just kind of stumbling and bumbling, and I eventually found kind of 3 essentially points of interest. They all culminated in an encounter, but I don't really know why those regions were important. The game had just deemed them to be important. Like, there was every likelihood that that was one of them. It wasn't. Oh, that's not quite how I wanted that to play out. Oh, damn it. So we're about to hit level 9, which will just make me that much more potent against these guys. Pop. All right. So we're gonna wrap things up there. Since we finished the mission, we're gonna end things at this particular point. So that is Godfall, the debut title from Counterplay Games, published by Gearbox Publishing. It's a winter slasher, as they dub it, but it's not as heavy on the loot as, say, a Borderlands, for example. You know, in Gearbox's wheelhouse. It's enjoyable enough, though, basic. At least in my time with it so far. Targeting is a challenge. And it seems to be, at least based on what I've played so far, easy enough to kind of make yourself fairly OP fairly quickly. Those orbs look smashable. They're not. So if you enjoyed this episode of Player 2 Plays, please be sure to like, share, subscribe. All the buttons down below, and hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes patched, more Player 2 Plays, like game review, gamer school, and a whole lot more. There's some awesome stuff there that's known to be found at our YouTube channel, so please subscribe and go and check it out. Visit the website player2.net.au for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series Patched, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary, where there's been some fantastic developer guests on the show in recent weeks and months, with more to come. It's a brand new year, very, very soon. That means another 26 guests ahead for 2021, and that's, you know, without some double ups and those sorts of things. So in terms of two guests in the same show, so who knows what's in store for the year to come. There's some cool names that I've got on my hit list. I'd love some of your feedback. Please let me know who you might be keen on getting on the show. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks at the lower tiers, early access to episodes, while at the higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. Finally, there's Twitter. What the hell did I just do? I don't know what I just did then. Finally, there's Twitter. You can find me at Paul James Games. The website is player2au. And until next time, that is Godfall. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks again to 5-Star Games for providing me a copy of the game. You will find a review on the Player 2 website in the near future. But until then, thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.